Anyway, yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling about the game. The game is still, like, it's probably getting to the point of, like, drag, I guess you would say. Like, the story, like, the Academy feels, they feel like interesting villains, but they feel kind of wasted in this game that kind of just got its plot. It hasn't really had a plot. It was just like, oh, Academy causing problems, go deal with it because you're hunters, and etc. And even the cameos from the Arc the Lad 2 characters, some of them were neat. Like, Shu and Tosh were pretty neat. Shantae, Poco, and, like, the others, like, were in, like, one event. Liza, like, they were all, like, kind of, like, oh, little cameos for people who played the game. They weren't that interesting. The Tosh and Shu section was, like, pretty good. It wasn't great, but it was pretty good. And seeing Elk was great, but Elk came way too late in the game. Like, we're, like, near the end of the game, and we're finally seeing Elk. So, yeah, you can imagine how that's gonna go. So, I'm sorry to people who are like, oh, I wanted to see you do more with the game, but, like, if I force myself, it's not gonna be fun. And also, there are just plenty of other games I could be playing. And also, I'm not gonna lie and be like, oh, the game's been, like, good. You know, I spent so much time with the game, and the game hasn't really hit, like, a good enough peak for me. It hasn't really hit, like, oh, I want to do more of the side quests. I was having hope, like, 10 hours in. I kept my hope, and then I was like, yo, the Academy, big moment. And then, like, not that it wasn't cool, but, like, it's just so late in the game. They needed to have more hype moments, I feel, because the second game had some good hype moments. I'm good for slow starts, but this game has a slow start for too long is basically what it comes to, I think. And the characters aren't interesting enough. They're, like, fine. I really only hate Lutz. Like, I don't like Lutz. And then the others are, like, fine. Like, Alec is, like, cool to fine. Alec has some cool moments, but he's, like, fine. Nowhere near as good as Elk as a protagonist. And then Marcia and Theo are, like, just fine. They have, like, neat moments, I guess, but they're nothing special. And even my favorites, Cheryl and Velhart, are, like, not amazing. So, you know. If the characters were interesting, like a lot more interesting, and they got more job moments, I would obviously do more of the jobs, but I did like 60 of the jobs, and they just don't interest me. So, that is why I'm coming to this conclusion. And I promise I'm done talking. I'm gonna just move on the story. I'm sorry I went on that rant. Find Magic Master Gogen, who has information about sealing the Dark One. Hunter working at the Spell Institute can provide Gogen's current location. I just had to get my feelings out there. Like, I've been giving Arc the Lad 3 a chance, but, like, we're over 30 hours in, and we're near the end. The game has not pulled me in, so, like, I officially lost my hope. Like I said last stream, the game wouldn't have been amazing if the Academy impressed me. Not to say the Academy didn't impress me. Like, the Academy bit was probably, like, one of the best parts of the game, but, like, that's not really saying much because the game doesn't really have that many good moments. Even if it was amazing, the game would still not be, like, great. It'd be, like, a good enough game, though. But, like, I want to finish this game with a decent opinion. Is basically what I want to get across. Like, I feel like if I finish the story, I'll be like, this game is good. Probably fine. Like, a 5 out of 10. Like, an average game. Maybe a 6 out of 10. But, like, if I try to 100% it, it might just lower my opinion of the game. And also, I'll start to feel drag. Plus, I'm going to be busy with real life stuff, not just gaming. Like, real life stuff is going to be busy for me, and just streaming, balancing that in general. So, I'm going to get busy anyway, but that's not Arc the Lad 3's fault. That's just a me thing. But also, the game isn't hooking me. Like, 30 hours later, it's just not hooking me. At least this is better than Grandia Extreme. Oh, yeah. Without a doubt. Grandia Extreme is, like, one of the worst games I've ever played. My word, that game was awful. Definitely. This game is like not bad. This game is not awful. I want to make that very clear. I think this game is like It could be a good game. No higher than a 6, though. Like, this game is probably not going to get higher than a 6 out of 10. But even then, I'd probably give it a 5, like an average game. It's a neat little connection to Arc the Lad 2. But I can't help but feel more could have been done with it. But yeah, I don't think this game is bad. I just don't want to start feeling the drag. So I'm just going to try to finish it, I think. Good job. Your water crumble was not bad. The execution of the air blast was flawless. Excuse me, I was looking for someone with information about... Try the training hall. I'm sure you're looking for that tough hunter that just showed up. Tough? And how did she know? Alright. Go this way. 7 areas, but then Raptor said 6, and apparently one of them has nothing in it. Okay, so we are close. Yeah, again, the plan is, main story, if I see a job that has a client that I'm somewhat interested in, I'll probably do it. It would have to probably be an Arc the Lad 2 character or an NPC I remember. Like, if it's an NPC I remember. I wonder if we're gonna have another job about Alba. Because that Alba thing, like, I think, what was her name? Anea got, like, injured from the Death Reaper, and they had, like, that flashback, but nothing came of it. I wonder if they're gonna have a job about that, because I would like to kill that Reaper enemy and just get more on Alba and his group. But I guess we'll see. Number 5 may cast Light Arrow. So, what did that feel like? What do you think it felt like? It was like a damn gigantor shock from the top of my damned head to the tip of my aching tailbone. Valuable information. Anything to help, it's my pleasure. Alright now, are you ready for the next? I guess so. Alright now, Emma, cast Cure. Yo, Emma from Cold Steel. Job system driving the story is a mistake. Personally, I just feel like it's not my kind of game. I don't like when games do it. It could have been done better. It could have been done well, maybe not amazing, but like it could have been done better than this game, definitely. Like, I just personally don't like it. I would rather the game have a story and have the side quests be neat little moments as side quests. I personally just don't like it. Or just have more of the jobs be story stuff. Like, most of the jobs feel like annoying fetch quests padded with dialogue. So it could have been done better, definitely. So how does that feel, Tengaron? Feels like silk sheets on payday, that's what. Mighty fine indeed. Good, thank you, Tengaron. I'm quite pleased you agree to help us here. Ah, this is nothing, I was glad to help you out. Alright, who's next? I'm next, I'll be casting Heat Shell. Heat. That's the guy from the trial cave, isn't he? Oh yeah, dude, that's the guy who, like, got us our hunter. We got our hunter certificates from him or something. That's a throwback. Yeah, it's the fruitcake we met on Ether. What is it with you and fruitcakes? I hate you. Hey, aren't you guys? Hold your horses there, Missy. I already cast the effect is coming. Okay, that was pretty funny. Just burned him to the ground. It's safer to talk out here, I reckon. What are you doing here, Tengaron? Laying low, mostly. I took this damn exercise in frustration because the guild description said you didn't have to do nothing. They didn't tell you that was because you were a damn target for a bunch of trigger-happy kids. I sincerely hope the pay is good. Not good enough. Not nearly damned good enough. What are you doing here, anyway? We're looking for information on the whereabouts of the Magic Master Gogen. What are you doing something like that for? What's so strange about that? It's a tough assignment. I'm just surprised that you'd get it. They usually only reserve that for the top hunters. So, do you know where he is? Yeah, I know, and I'm telling you, it wasn't easy to dig him up. Only reason I found him is because I'm Tengaron. So what is his location? East of Paces, there's a place called Elbow Cape. He's in the hidden dungeon there. Only reason I found it and all because I saw the damn fool come flying out of the place. Flying? Yeah, you heard right, flying. Thank you so much for the information. Tengaron, we're ready for you again. Well, duty calls. See you around. See you, Tengaron. Sure hope so. Trails does it well because there aren't many side quests required to move on in the story. In Arc the Lad 3's defense, most of the jobs I did were optional. I chose to do the jobs because, again, I was going to do all the jobs before I missed job 41. And even though the game is dragging, this probably sounds weird to say, but even if the game was dragging, I probably still would be doing the jobs if I didn't miss the one in 41. If I didn't miss 41, I probably still would be doing the jobs. It's just that one job that kind of makes me think, oh, 100%ing is basically worthless because I missed a job. So that's what's kind of bringing my feelings to fruition here. And again, most of them were optional. I just chose to do them. But yeah, Cold Steel does it well. Cold Steel 1's really slow, but at least Cold Steel 1's characters are better. Cold Steel 1 is slow, but then Cold Steel 2 did it fine, where like it had its story and then it had the side quest. I just normally prefer that in games. Like, that's how I prefer stories. This must be the dungeon Tengaron was talking about. I agree. Is he really here? It seems so abandoned. Lutz, why don't you call him? I guess I can. Hey, Gogen! Anyone here? Nothing. Maybe this isn't it. Doubtful. I believe that was Tengaron. I believe that what Tengaron said was real. Was real. Perhaps there's a more persuasive way of summoning him? Well, why don't you try? What? Well, okay. Great Magic Master Gogen! Oh, such sweet words from one so beautiful. Hey, that must be him. See, he's here. We need to tap your wisdom, Gogen. I'll gladly entertain one so beautiful and all who come here with her. Classic Gogen. Come in, come in. The path to me is not an easy one, but I will wait for you. Are you sure we didn't end up at a pervert retreat or something? What is wrong with you? This guy just sounds like a dirty old man. Lutz, this is the right place. Knock it off. Lutz needs, like, serious help. I can understand not really hating Lutz as much as me. I cannot understand liking Lutz, though. I just can't. Welcome! I have a treat to share, but only for those that deserve it. Sure. The box will attempt to escape when one comes near it. The goal is to trap the box. What? Arc the Lad 3, why? Why do you have so many trash minigames? I have to, like, corner it up. I have to get in there, don't I? Not. Okay. Why is this game like this? Bum 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 bum. How am I? Okay. I feel like I have to get it in this little corner here, but I just don't know how to get it there. Also, this is kind of like Breath of Fire 3, where it just has way too many minigames, except even more so. And most of the minigames are either lame or just not fun. Stuff like this. There are some that are like okay, but most are just annoying pace breakers. Please. Can I move on? Goodbye. Do I have to get that chest? Oh, I'm a generous old geezer. Take whatever you can catch. No, you know what? If I don't have to get those chests, I'm out. I don't want them. The fun is just beginning, my friends. Take whatever you like. This is boring. Insanely boring. Either way, I don't want people to think I hate the game because that's definitely not true. I'm probably going to be giving this game anywhere from a 5 to a 6. It will not get higher than a 5, or it will not get higher than a 6. If I don't do all the jobs, it will probably not get lower than a 5. Which, it's still average, which I don't think it's bad. And also I finished it. The game wasn't like frustrating. It was actually really easy. The gameplay is like getting easy where it's also boring. That's another reason, because the gameplay just isn't appealing because it's like too easy. You like one-shot everything because they don't know how to level scale. Why am I doing this stupid minigame? Goodbye. If 2 is good, 3 is tremendous. Take it as you can. How about I just like ignore this because I don't like this minigame. I do not like this minigame at all. Yes, hello. There are 4 to catch now if you dare. How about I just like don't dare? Please just get me to Gogen. Please. Ooh, what do we have here? What on earth? Okay, this is simple. Play sample. Middle. Left. Right. Okay. Play game. Is it this one first, I think? And this one? Oh, you have a mighty keen eye, collect your reward. Alright, well, this was actually, like, fine. That was a fine minigame. The chest one? Nah, I didn't like that. Hello? Life fruit, nice. But yeah, the gameplay as well is also letting me down, because, like, playing the game, I was like, yo, it has so many quality of life improvements, and for, like, the first 10 to 15 hours, I feel like the difficulty is, like, fine, if a little easy, but now it's getting to the point where, like, working designs, like, they don't know how to level scale. There are enemies, like, really low, like, below level 30. Like, in the academy, there were some level 20s, and I'm just one-shotting everything. So, like, the gameplay had me, like, it wasn't, like, amazing, but it had me, like, alright, it's, like, neat. But now the gameplay is, like, a joke, which, again, kind of just, I don't feel like doing fights and doing the synthesis stuff. I do not remember anything. Play the sample again. Left, middle. Left, middle. Is it all the way to the right first, I think? Okay, no, it says, it messes you up when you get it wrong the first time. Not play game, play sample. Left, middle. It was that one. Was this one? I think it was one over to the right. It was all the way to the right. Then it was back in the middle. And did it go back to the right, I think? No, it was probably the middle again. Oh, but yeah, it was back to the middle. Okay. Alright, I know how to do it now. Game. Is left, then the center. Then from the center, you go center all the way to the right. You step on each of them. Then you go back one, but then you go back basically. Back here. And it was here, and then it was all the way to the left. This minigame I actually kind of like. For once, Arc the Lad 3 has a good minigame. It probably had, like, one other one I can't remember, but, like, it had a lot of pointless and bad ones. Ecopod. Potent violet fruit, nice. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum.